YouTubies, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been forever, but I'm back. That's my New Year's resolution, was to get back into making my videos. But I just wanted to get on here and make a quick video real quick because I have to get ready and I'm in a rush. But I was finally joining the Maybelline party. You know, I finally was able to get my hands on this foundation. My Ulta took forever to get it. This is the first place that I've seen it in my area that's carried it. I had contemplating ordering it multiple times online, but I just didn't want to order it because I hate paying for shipping. So that's pretty much what that was all about. So I just waited and I waited and I waited. And finally, I can be a part of the whole Maybelline Superstay party. My shade is 356 Warm Coconut, but I just wanted to make this quick video because when the foundation first came out and I was reading the reviews on Ulta, one of the persons in the reviews in the comments said that it was a dupe for the Lancome Teint Idole foundation, or however you say it, Teint Idole Ultra Foundation, which I thought was interesting because I have not seen a lot of videos of people talking about comparing them to these two, or comparing this one to this one. I see them comparing it to like the Fenty foundations and other foundations, but not this one. And I thought it's probably not that far off because, you know, L'Oreal owns Lancome and they own Maybelline. So it wouldn't be that far off that these were very comparable to one another. So I went onto the Ulta website, information about the Maybelline one, and I screenshotted the ingredients on both of these, and they are very, very similar. With the Maybelline one, there's ingredients that I cannot pronounce. The first one is like Cyclops stain, and then Aqua, and then another Zane, and then I don't know. Just go and look at the ingredients because, you know, they are very similar. The only difference is that I'm looking at is that in the Maybelline one, the first ingredient is that Cyclops one, and then the other one in Lancome, this one, the first ingredient is Aqua. But if you go and look at the ingredients on both of these foundations, they are very similar as far as the ingredients go. They just moved them around, and it seems like the Maybelline one has a little bit more ingredients in them, but they are very, very, very similar. So to me, I am going to be wearing these both today to see how they wear compared to each other. I have not even tried this foundation yet. This is one of my beloveds. So, and I'm almost out of this one. So if this one is comparable to this one, that would be awesome because this foundation is like $45, $42, something around there. This one's only $11.99. So if they are very, very comparable, that's awesome because that's a huge savings. And why pay more for the exact same product? Because really, when you look at the ingredients and you compare them, they are literally the exact same products. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply the Maybelline on my right side of my face, and I'm going to apply the Lancome on my left side. And I will be coming right back so you can see what they both look like. Okay, I am back. I just finished my face, and looking at it at my mirror that's in front of me, not necessarily here, it looks nearly the same in this mirror. The colors are literally spot on, and I never said what color I was in the Lancome one. My color is 500 Suede W, which I feel like I could. They both look like the exact same color, like they look identical. I will be inserting swatches and everything, and texture wise I'll get into that after I come back after wearing this the whole day. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish up about my day. It is about 11:31 a.m. right now. I will be back after my whole day, and I will come back with my final thoughts and whether or not I think these are dupes. But as of right now, I would say they are because they look very, very similar. I set my face, by the way, my whole face with the Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder in dark or whatever it is, deep dark or whatever. But looking at it up close, this is the Maybelline side and this is the Lancome side. They feel and look like the exact same foundation. So right now it's a thumbs up for me. And like I said, I'll be back at the end of my day. Alrighty, I am back and it is several hours later. It is now 7:06 p.m., which I mean, is not that much later, but I put it on 11, so it was about 8 hours ago, because I can't count, you know, math is not my thing. But I have some pretty good conclusions as to what I think about this foundation as far as these two being dupes for one another. I will say for the way that it acted all day, like they both went on very smooth. They both felt the same. I will have a little close-ups of them both swatching my hands here in a second. But yes, they both swatch the same. Like if you didn't know, looking at them, it's not like you're gonna look at them and be like, this is totally the Lancome one and this is totally the Maybelline one. They're both pretty much the same. Looking at my face up close, I will say that, you know, I'm a very oily person. Like no foundation has ever kept me matte, so I wasn't looking at it as far as, you know, oil control, because nothing really controls my oil. But looking at my face up close in this mirror, I will say that this side, my Lancome side, is a little less oily than the Maybelline side. Like I feel like this side is a little bit more matte than this side. But otherwise, you know, they both held up pretty good. They both were full coverage. They both went on the same application. I use a brush on both sides, which is how I typically apply foundations. So yeah, based off of the little side-by-side comparisons and everything, I would go ahead and say that these are a dupe. I didn't feel like when I was looking at my face throughout the day that you could tell if one side was any different. I asked my husband, who typically doesn't give a crap about any of the stuff that I put in my face. He was like, you know, they looked exactly the same. They felt the same, you know, even feeling it now, except for like right here, because my nose right here is extremely oily. At least on this side. I mean, it's not that bad because I can be oilier. But for the most part, I would say that these are a good dupe. So if you are on the market, or if you've always wanted to try this foundation, or even if you've tried this foundation and you just don't want to pay the money for it again because it is more expensive and you don't necessarily have to pay more money if you don't want to. And just a quick thing, I wanted to go and read the descriptions of both of these real quick, just so you can see what they both say. As an oil-free, long-wearing liquid foundation, velvety complexion for up to 24 hours. This foundation was made for those ultra-long days that you do not have the time to retouch your makeup. And then for the Maybelline one, it just says, be your own professional makeup artist with Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. Saturated color pigment provide an ultra transforming effect in this long-lasting foundation. Lightweight yet high impact coverage formula glides onto the skin for a flawless finish that lasts all day. So they don't say they do the same thing, but honestly, if you look at the ingredients, it comes down to the ingredients to me. And to me, if you look at the ingredients of the product, they're so similar to me that to me, it's pretty much like a dupe. Looking at it on my face, you wouldn't be able to tell that I'm wearing two different foundations. It's not like that it made that much of a difference. They went on the same, they felt the same, they, you know, same pretty much end of the night coverage. So to me, I would say it's a dupe. You know, I'm not very picky about dupes and things like that. You know, some people are very like, it needs to be the exact same thing, and nothing is going to be the exact same thing as something else. However, this one is very close. So if you like this review, comment down below and tell me what you think of it. Thanks so much for watching, and until next video, I will see you then.